Hey YouTube world. Well, it is 6 a.m. and before I start working from home today, I need to get ready because it is retie day. So when I get started, the first thing that I do is just finger comb my locks and get everything ready. Let's check out how these curls look. I don't know if you all saw my previous two videos. I will link those here. But this is day 11 of the curls that I put in with the Wrap-A-Lock tool. So let's take a look around my head and see how the curls held up. What do you think? Drop a comment down below and let me know. How do you think that held up for curls with water only using the Wrap-A-Lock tool? On retie day, I usually try to wash my hair. If I can't wash it the day of, then I'll go ahead and wash it within, 48 hours of my appointment. So the first thing that I do is just run through, and I still braid and band my hair. So that's what you're gonna see me take a moment to do now. I still braid and band. All right, we have all our little braids here, probably about 8 or 9 braids total. And this is what I do to go in and do my wash day. I cannot find the shampoo that I used to use in stock anymore, so now I've just been using the Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo. I bought these bottles off of Amazon. It's basically disposable squirt bottles, and that's what I use in order to mix up my shampoo with water. And so what you see me doing here is I have the bottle about half full of water, and then I put my normal, amount of shampoo that I would use, and I mix it up with the water in the bottle, and then that's what I squirt onto my scalp in order to wash my hair. And it helps me to make sure that I don't get too much residue. Now what you see me doing here is I've got my microfiber turban. I tried to get one in a dark color, so I use a dark brown one. And I basically just squeeze out my locks and try to press out some of the water, and I wrap it up. I didn't like how tight my turban felt, and so I added a hairband to it just to lengthen the amount of room from the end of the hair towel to where the little button is on the back of it, just to kind of loosen it up for me. Y'all know I got a thing about tension on my scalp, right? So now what we're doing is going in and we're unbraiding and separating all the locks. I'm gonna link here my video talking about if you're tender-headed, some tips around how to handle that. And one of the things that I do is I thoroughly separate my locks after washing. You'll want to make sure that your roots are a little bit dry, or the majority of the way dry before you do this, or else your hair will just kind of grab the locks next to it again, especially if you have a curlier hair texture. But what I'm doing now is I'm going in and finger combing the locks, and then I individually separate each lock. And you'll notice I'm running my fingers between each lock to make sure that if there's any little strands that are starting to cause those locks to marry, that I separate it. And this is really, really helpful on the days that I'm getting a retie, because now instead of having my locks popped and the retightening process all at once, I've already taken care of separating the locks, and there's not going to be a whole lot that my consultant has to do because I've done that part. There may be a few that are still, hanging out together, but for the most part, I've separated them. And it's all good. I'm ready for my retie. So now I'm just going to take a second to see how much new growth I have. It's about how much new growth I have over the past 6 to 7 weeks since my last retie. All right, I fluffed it out. All my locks are separated. And I've got everything all ready for my consultant so that she can jump right in when it's time to retighten my hair. I'm ready to roll.
Hey, YouTube world. Alright, so you saw me get ready this morning. I am now on the road and I am making my way over to my consultant's house that I have not seen in 3.5, almost 4 months now. I was due for a retightening right around the beginning of quarantine life. And so what I did was I have self-maintained my locks over this period of time. And now I am going to go get a retightening, and I'm looking forward to having somebody else do my hair because she can knock it out in a few hours, whereas I spread it out over a few days. And then also on top of that, I'm interested in getting her feedback on how I did with maintaining my hair. My mother, during the quarantine, I maintained her locks, over the 4 months, and she just went to her consultant, and her consultant said I did a great job, no holes in her locks, no drama. So thankfully everything was all on the up and up. I'm expecting to hear the same news on my own head, but of course retightening somebody else's head and then retightening your own head is different. So just looking forward to seeing her, catching up, and also getting my retie. So I will let you guys know what kind of feedback I get once I wrap it up today. I hope you all are having a good day.
We are all done. Fresh retie.
World. All right, the verdict is in and everything went great with my retightening today. It only took right at 3 hours, which is normal for me. Even with a couple of locks that I've combined, I have about 585 locks. And so I have a very fast consultant. She's a brand ambassador. She does a great job. And so she just ran through my hair in the normal time because I was self-maintaining it myself throughout quarantine. So it was wonderful catching up with her. She said no holes in my locks, no drama at all. Everything looked good. Everything looked healthy. And I'm super excited about it. I know now that I can self-maintain my locks if I need to. And even though I don't plan to do that in the long run, it's really nice to know that I can if necessary. That way, if we were ever in a quarantine or just a situation where I couldn't get to my consultant, I know that I can pinch it for myself. And that's a really, really good feeling because I did 3 complete reties for myself, full head reties. So that means that if I had done something kind of crazy, she would have been able to tell when she went in there today. But everything looked good. So I hope you all are having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.